crowded stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! So! Hey,
they run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jackson, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And going deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles being chased out left. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to make them run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's two really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Again, it's Fournette. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go. 372.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Green
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Left, 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 left! So!
Mahomes now on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Hunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Green 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he missed it. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Dumps it off to Fournette, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And now running right through it. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. A little 360. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They run with Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Black 58, real. Go. Black 58. Green 90.
On 3rd down. That's Hunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Yeah, that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Green 80. Green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Set.
Fournette on the toss to the right. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
they'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A toss running left. Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. They run again with Ware. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Gotta punt it, though. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This is Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They'll run again with Hunt. He's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.